Shaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the Multan Public School and College Multan. Hey dear, I'm Mr Naeem, your biology teacher. Today topic is another receptor organ, air. And before going to that, we are going to make a short review of the two questions related to the structure of eye. Then the structure of air, external, middle and inner air, the process of hearing, and then at the end there will be functional detail of the air. To talk about Ibn al-Hatham, that we pronounce as Ibn al-Hasham. Sheen is not there in the Arabic language, so we will call it as Ibn al-Hatham. He was an Arab scientist and he wrote a famous book of optics. In this book he has described the medicines and the surgery of the eye, the process of sight, structure of eye and image formation in the eye. If you are asked to write few lines about Ibn al-Hatham, you should write these three important things. In short question, dear student, you know at least three keywords are used that give you the maximum marks. Otherwise, you give prerogative to the examiner that he is going to cut your marks. Now, second question is about owl can see at night, but not during the daytime. The reason for this is owl has less number of cone cells that cannot differentiate in the bright light, and owl has greater number of rod cells that help it to see clearly and greater vision at night. The animals that make prey during the night time, which are called nocturnal animals, they have more rod cells in their eyes. So now let's move to the structure of the ear. Ear is a receptor organ that helps us in hearing and maintain the balance of the body and equilibrium in the body. There are three main parts of the ear. External ear that consists of pinna, auditory canal and eardrum. Tympanum. Eardrum is called tympanum. Middle ear, that is a chamber that contain three small bones in it, like malleus, incus and stapes in a series, starting from eardrum to the inner ear. And it communicates with the nasal cavity as well. Middle ear communicates with the nasal cavity through the eustachian tube. And the last part of the ear is inner ear that consists of three parts: vestibule, semicircular canals and cochlea, ear. Pinna is the broad external part that is made up of cartilage covered with the skin. Second part of the external layer is the auditory canal, in which pinna sends the sound vibration. In auditory canal, wax glands are present that produce wax and they maintain the moistness and the temperature of the external layer. External layer ends at the eardrum, that is also called tympanum. Now, the middle ear, which has three bones in it, malleus, incus and stape, the smallest bone of the human body is also called the stape. Malleus is attached with the eardrum, whereas the stape is in connection with the oval window that separates the middle ear from inner ear. There is a eustachian tube in the middle ear. This tube regulates the air pressure on both sides of the air drum. The last part of the air is the inner air. It consists of three parts: vestibule, cochlea, and three semicircular canals. Vestibule is present in the center of the inner ear, and then there are the three semicircular canals. The cochlea is made up of the three ducts. Sound receptor cells are present within the middle duct of the cochlea, and from here the sensory neuron carry the message to the brain through the auditory nerve. I'm going to discuss the process of hearing. Sound vibrations are collected by the pinna, then sent into the auditory canal, as you are seeing in the slide. Then these vibrations produce vibration in the eardrum, the tympanum, which in turn stimulate three bones, malleus, incus, and stape, and through the oval window, the sound vibration enter into the fluid-filled middle duct of the cochlea, in which receptor cells are stimulated, and these create or generate a nerve impulse, which travel to the brain and is interpreted as sound. The next question is the functions of the brain. There are two functions of the brain. It maintains the balance of the body, which is maintained by the three semicircular canals, which contain nerve cells, and that can detect any movement in the head region when we move our head left or right, above or below. They are detected by the nerve cells and fine hair present on the semicircular canal, and they detect it and send it in the form of nerve impulse. Then in the vestibule, it can detect the change in the body position or the posture, and then neuron carry these sensation to the cerebellum through the auditory nerve. Dear student, at the end of lecture today, we are going to discuss the thunderstorm. Thunderstorm is characterized by the lightning and thunder. Lightning is caused by the electrical charges. Yes? These electrical charges are due to the movement of water droplets or the crystals of the ice that are carried by the wind. When they just rub on, they produce electrical charges. And then there's a sudden increase in the temperature due to this rubbing of action, and the pressure develops that produce a rapid expansion of the air, resulting in the thunderstorm. Dear students, at the end of this lecture, I'm going to give you some home task. You will write the different parts of the brain, their functional detail, and also how the process of hearing is completed. On the other page, the blank page, you will have to draw the diagram of air. This is the end of another receptor organ. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we are going to complete this chapter. And see you soon. A bientôt.